Anton, where are you? How did you spend this New Year's night?
What's up, everyone? I never thought that I'm gonna do anything like that. Going to bed at 10:30 p.m. from the 31st of December to the 1st of January, having only one self-made espresso martini and a plate of borscht. Unheard of. But I did it because that's what I wanted. I had other options, but I chose this one because I felt like waking up at 7 a.m. with a clean head and desire to walk on the treadmill with weights on my legs instead of waking up at noon, probably not at home, with the spear in my head. This is how I call a hangover, and a few flashy memories of how fun it was yesterday. I did it so many times before in my life. Like New Year of 2025, I spent it in Atlantic City with my wife. I booked a suite for 2 nights. And trust me, we had a great time. Not only during big holidays or someone's birthday, I was willing to drink a lot. I could do this with a friend of mine on any day of the week when we have that desire. And in a few days after if we decide to repeat. But in the last year, a lot of changed. The more I run, walk, the less I drink. I just need to choose one thing because I'm not 20 anymore. I can't drink all night and be physically active the next day at the gym or at work, or even both. I won't bother you for too long today. Just a short speech and video of me starting a new year differently. The first hour, dominating the morning of the living dead. Welcome to the treadmill. Welcome to the first hour of the rest of your year. You aren't here for a quick sprint. You've committed to 60 minutes of steady, unrelenting forward motion. And frankly, simply by standing here with your laces tied and your head clear, you have already secured your first victory of the year. Look at the timestamp on your day. While the rest of the world is currently participating in a global event I like to call the Morning of the Living Dead, you are operating at peak efficiency. Right now, millions of people are waking up, realizing that the champagne that tasted like starlight last night feels like a construction crew operating a jackhammer inside their skull this morning. They are dehydrated, bloated, and frantically scrolling through their phones, with one eye open, trying to delete photos they don't remember taking. But not you. You went to bed early. You treated New Year's Eve for what it actually is, a Tuesday or whatever day it fell on. You didn't overeat. You didn't drink the poison. And because of that, you aren't starting the year in a deficit, trying to claw your way back to normal. You are starting with momentum. Let's talk about why this 60-minute walk is the ultimate power move. Society tries to sell us on FOMO, the fear of missing out. They tell us that if you don't watch the ball drop, the year doesn't count. But here's the reality. The Earth continues its rotation regardless of whether you are wearing plastic glasses or your pajamas. You embraced JOMO, the joy of missing out. And biologically, that was the smartest financial investment you made all year. Here is the science of your advantage. Alcohol is a thief. It steals your REM sleep. People who partied last night didn't actually sleep. They passed out. Their bodies spent the last 8 hours fighting a toxin, suppressing the production of vasopressin, which is why they are currently dried out like old sponges. But you gave your body 7 to 8 hours of pure, unadulterated recovery. While you slept, your human growth hormone spiked, repairing your cells. Your brain washed away metabolic waste via the glymphatic system. You aren't fixing a problem this morning. You are building an empire. As you settle into this walk, roughly 15 or 20 minutes in, check in with your stomach. Does it feel like a washing machine full of cement? No, it feels light. That's because you didn't treat your body like a dumpster for puff pastry and cheese dip last night. The average person consumes 3,000 to 5,000 calories on New Year's Eve. Trying to operate a human body after that is like trying to drive a Ferrari after pouring maple syrup into the gas tank. It gums up the works. By walking right now, perhaps in a fasted or semi-fasted state, your insulin sensitivity is high. You are tapping directly into fat oxidation. You are burning fuel efficiently. This mental clarity you have, that is your edge. Most people start January with brain fog. They say, I'll start my diet on Monday, or I'll start working out on January 2nd when I feel human again. Procrastination is the hangover's best friend, but you cut out the middleman. You are entering the middle phase of this walk now. This is where the magic happens. The dopamine released from steady state cardio is different from the dopamine hit of sugar or alcohol. It's stable, it's a slow burn, it doesn't crash. The high you are feeling right now will carry you through lunch, through your planning for the week, and through the rest of the day. You are building a foundation of steel while others are building on quicksand. There is a joke that says, my New Year's resolution was to drop 10 pounds, but I only have 15 to go. We laugh. But that cycle of failure starts with the belief that you can abuse your body one day and fix it the next. You broke that cycle last night by being here on this belt for an hour, doing the boring, unsexy work of walking. You are proving consistency. You are proving that you don't need a crowd, confetti, or a countdown to do the work. As you approach the final stretch of this hour, realize that the distance on the console is not just a number, it is a prophecy. How you do anything is how you do everything. How you start the year is how you will finish it. There will be hard days. This coming year, there will be days when you want to quit. But you will look back on this moment. You will remember that on January 1st, while the world was sleeping it off, you were sweating it out. You have set the standard. You went to bed early. That was discipline. You didn't overeat. That was respect. You walked for an hour. That was action. Discipline, respect, action. That is your trinity for this year. Take a deep breath. Smell that? That's not the smell of stale beer, regret, and ibuprofen. That is the smell of oxygen fueling a machine that is ready to dominate the next 364 days. You didn't just survive New Year's Eve, you conquered New Year's Day. But at the same time, guys, I don't want to sound like a bishop. I can't say that you need to meet a new year with a dumbbell in your hand instead of a cold champagne. We also need bright colors in our lives, time after time. Just try not to push on those unhealthy habits too often. The same thing can be a drug and a poison. Please spend your next few minutes with me. I would like to show you my 3 stages of agony.
Stage 1. He thinks that it's gonna be easy like this all the time.
Stage 2, he thinks that it's almost time, but 20 more minutes left.
Stage 3. A few more minutes, bro. Push it! Push it!
First workout, going to basics. Happy New Year, guys. Let's make this year life-changing in a way.
I wish you all the best in this new year. I hope that it will bring us peace and happiness, financial stability, and our bodies will not react bad on all those carbs and liquor. Enjoy your holidays, ladies and gentlemen.